So the Denver Animal Shelter is the government open admission full service animal shelter for the city and county of Denver, meaning that we never turn an animal away. We take in animals in all types of circumstances. We're the safety net. We are the last resort. We are here regardless of anything that happens. We are a social service agency. This shelter actually is very fortunate because we actually have a behavior team. We have two people that's their whole job is to work on behavior of animals. So it's a whole regimen that we give these animals and give them a chance to blossom. Sometimes putting them into foster care, just like an animal that's super stressed here, our behavior team will work with the foster home also to give them tips on how to transform this animal's behavior basically and build confidence so that they become adoptable.
So I'm one of two, and we do a behavior assessment on essentially every animal that comes into the building. So be it dogs, cats, reptiles, turtles, pigs. We do some sort of behavior assessment. Obviously it looks a little different depending on species. So that means hands-on exams, assessments, resource testing on every animal to see if there's any alarming issues, along with dog testing, dog-to-dog tests with our larger dogs. This is Willa. She came to us as a stray, so we don't know much about her. She was found roaming the streets and someone brought her in as a stray. She doesn't have a microchip. Microchips are the fastest, best way to get your dog back home to you. So part of our behavior assessment is doing a body handling segment of sorts. It's generally what your dog would go through kind of at a vet's office. So we really just want to see how they tolerate being a little bit uncomfortable. Sometimes they snap at us, sometimes they try to bite us. The key is being quicker than they are, or reading the body language is most important. That's part of our training when we get into this role, and beforehand is really reading the whole dog. So what we'll do for body handling is kind of like your general petting, checking on some ears, lifting up their legs. Can I see your back leg? Good girl. Giving them little hugs. Good job. Come here. And just seeing how they respond to it. When we're spending time with the animal, we try to work on those skills like sit, don't jump, so that when they go to an adoptive home, they already have a good foundation. So on our adoption floor, if you come down and visit, you might notice that each dog is assigned a quote-unquote level. The level is 1 through 5. 1 is usually our puppies. There's nothing alarming about it. He's just a puppy who needs basic training. Up to a level 5. Level 5 does not at all mean it is a bad dog. It just means it's a dog that would do better with a more experienced home. When we do our behavior assessments, we try to fit them into a level. There's lots of areas of gray, but we try so then people coming in looking for adoptable dogs will have a good idea of who may be a good fit for them. So that's where our levels fit in. It's just kind of a guiding point that we can lean on when we're doing adoption counselings and looking for the right homes.
So the adoption process is people can come in, we're open 7 days a week, and they can view our kennels, and then if they find a pet that they want, they come to the front desk and we have a counselor that will take the animal into a room where they can interact with the animal, do a little bit of matchmaking to find out if this animal is appropriate for their lifestyle or their wants and wishes, to try to set them up for success, both the adopter and the animal. A lot of people don't, want to turn an animal into a shelter because they think we're going to kill it. They think, but if you hear about some of the stories where they come from, sometimes the best thing that ever happens to these animals is they enter a shelter. Lots of times animals come in and they're shut down and broken, and you see them actually blossom in a shelter environment because of all the care and compassion that we give these animals, and it's extremely rewarding to see them have a second chance.
I think we can learn a lot from these kiddos of keeping trust and forgiveness. So I think a lot of us take that with us into our daily lives. Like, we may have an animal who was significantly abused. And a lot of times they are the most trusting, most social, loving animal. And you're just kind of in awe of how do you trust any human being ever again, but they do. And a lot of times they have a great life after this. You know, it's just getting them to that point where they're healthy and behaviorally they realize the world isn't a scary place. So yeah, it can be very rewarding with the challenges.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.